All right, so welcome everyone. So a couple of weeks ago, so sometime in October, we ran an event for Black business owners where we went through some of the requirements and what it takes to grow, to start and grow your Black business. And in that presentation, we did present some overview of a business plan, and we also provided a business plan template and went through the process for creating one. So following that event, we ran a survey asking Black business owners to get some information on the top 3 challenges that they are going through in creating a business plan. And now I want to go through the results of that survey. So the number 1 concern that came out from that survey was lack of clarity in my business plan. So most businesses, they don't understand or they don't have a clear goal in terms of what their business needs to do or what their business needs to achieve. So that clarity was sort of holding them back from creating a business plan that makes sense, a business plan that is valuable. The second reason was lack of time. So the businesses that we surveyed say they don't have the time to create a business plan. And so this makes sense, given that we are all busy with so many things these days. For some of these business owners, we understand that it is their side business. For others, I know there are family commitments, there are other commitments, particularly given the situation that we're all facing now with COVID. And so we can understand why lack of time may be an issue. And thirdly, it was the lack of skill. And again, this is also understandable given the fact that some knowledge is required to be able to build a business plan. And so you need to have some knowledge about marketing, about sales, about delivering your services and products, and a lot of other components that is required about building a business or a financial plan or financial projection. So all of these things require some level of knowledge to be able to do this. And we had a couple of questions. And so this was the first question that we asked, which summarized the top 3 challenges I just went through. We provided some options. Is it the lack of time? Is it lack of knowledge? Is it the cost? Is it clarity? And this is the actual result that we got. So about almost 44% of those business owners said it was clarity, right? So they lacked clarity in terms of coming up with a business plan. And so that's why that came out as the number 1 concern. The second one was time. So that came in at about 26%. People that don't have enough time to actually develop a business plan. And then the skill came in at about close to 18% there. Then we have the other smaller ones. It was interesting that quite almost 8% of the people surveyed said they don't know where to begin, right? And that again can be tied into the lack of clarity. So they just don't know where to start in terms of creating their business plan. And finances, we say, was a minor concern. And so that was not a major concern for most people that we surveyed. So typically creating a business plan, I mean, is a service that we offer. So we typically do it from 1,500 plus HST to create a business plan from scratch for those that need it. But obviously that's not a big concern for people that we surveyed. So the second question that we asked in the survey was, okay, for those that don't have a business plan, what have you tried in the past, right? Particularly those that identified some of these challenges we just went through. What have you tried in the past? And these were the options that we provided. Some said they've started. Have you started creating it and maybe you didn't finish? Did you hire someone that didn't deliver? Did you hire someone and you were not satisfied with the outcome? Have you created it yourself and maybe you're unsatisfied with the outcome? Or maybe you've never even attempted creating one. And these were the results. So more than half, about 55%, say they've started, but didn't finish. And so this is not surprising. Again, this ties into the commitments we all have as business owners, as family people. Oftentimes we have programs and projects that we start and we never finish. And so that is not surprising. And then another 22% say they are unhappy with the outcome. And this may be outcome for the business plan that they may have outsourced to someone else, or the business plan that they may have done themselves. So about 77%, tied to these two big concerns. So one, they start and they don't finish, or maybe they're unhappy with the outcome of their business. And 11% have not even made any attempts. So that's quite a big number as well. People that have never really started building a business plan. So in terms of the main outcomes or goals that businesses want to achieve by creating a business plan, these were the results. About 34% want to create a business plan to give them clarity on their business vision. And so we see that this ties into the major concern in the slides we went through earlier, being in terms of lack of clarity as something that is holding most businesses back from starting their business plan. And second to that was people want to validate their business idea. About 26% of people say that's the reason why they need a business plan to be able to validate their business idea. And then we have the other two that came in also strong, to get financing and to put their ideas on paper. So what this tells me is that 4 of these outcomes are very important, right? Because they scored pretty high on this survey. In terms of support, so we did ask the business owners, okay, if you need support in developing your business plan, how would you want this support to be provided? Do you want one-on-one support? Do you want to be part of a small group of other Black business owners? Do you want to do it yourself just by going through a training program? Or do you want to be part of a small community of online learning? And so for that, we had some pretty mixed results here. About 38% say they want to be part of a small community of other business owners in an online event and learning. So this makes sense given the fact that we're in a COVID era where we can't meet one-on-one. About 31% say they will need a one-on-one support, and another 31% say they will need, they'll prefer to do it in person as part of a small group. And so what this tells me is all of these 3 ways of learning is pretty important. And so that's something we consider going forward as we look into delivering ways to help small business owners. All right, so what's next? So we are running a small bootcamp, a 14-day business plan bootcamp to help businesses start and finish their business plan. And so we have a small mission statement that we've created. If you're a Black-owned business, or if you're an aspiring business owner in the Black community struggling to create a business plan, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to have a completed business plan for your business in 14 days or less, so that you can have total clarity about your business and have a business plan ready for financing application and maybe other purposes as you require. So this is a challenge or a bootcamp that we're going to be running from time to time. We want to kick off the first one coming up shortly. And so what will it take? So the first session, so it's a 5-session bootcamp that we're running. The first session will go through a process where we show you how to define your market. So that's coming up with who you serve. We'll walk through a process of how you identify the problem that you want to solve. In session 2, we'll help you design your offering. And so that will be either the products you want to deliver or the services you want to provide. And we'll help you design how you deliver those services or those products. Then in session 3, we'll talk about going to market. How do you get people to know that you exist? How do you get people to know the services or the programs that you offer? And in section 4, we go through the financial projection. How do you begin to cost out what it will cost you to deliver your products and services? And then we'll walk you through how to build a financial projection that should be part of your business plan. And then in the final session, we'll go through putting it all together. And so we'll take all of those different components and then we'll build it out in a business plan that you can now present to anybody that needs your business plan. So this is a plan, is a 5-session program that we want to deliver over 2 weeks or over 14 days. So the start date, so we plan to start this on Monday. So this is December 7th. On Monday, all the sessions will run in the evening, mostly at 7 p.m. Cost for this program is a one-time investment of $297. And for this program, we're just going to limit it to only 10 participants. And the reason for this is to give us enough time to provide enough support to everyone. And so that's why we want to run a small session of only 10 people, a small group, so that way we'll have enough time to give as much attention as possible. Because the goal, again, at the end of the day, is to have you come up with your business plan so that you're going to be ready come January or anytime you need it, whether it's for financing purposes or for other purposes. And we are so committed to this program that we are providing a guarantee. And this guarantee is that you will have a completed business plan by the end of the 14-day program, or we will certainly refund you every penny that you pay to join this program. And so that is how intentional we are about this program, that we are guaranteeing your success. But again, it comes with a catch. So for you to qualify for the guarantee, there are only 3 things you need to do. You got to follow the simple step-by-step instructions I will provide during the training program. So that means there is some work that you need to do. You got to do your assignment and you got to put it into action. You got to use the resources I will provide. And so that is attending the sessions or watching the replays and asking questions as much as you can. And we're going to have a milestone document that you have to update. So there's going to be a checklist that you're updating saying, well, you've done this, you've done that. And so if you do all of these things and you don't have your business plan by the end of the 14th day, then we will refund you every penny you pay to join the program. So what's the schedule for the sessions? So again, starts on Monday, December 7th at 7 p.m. The next session is on Thursday. Then the remaining 3 sessions will be the following week on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And so that's how we plan to roll out these sessions. Again, this is how to register. So to register, simply send an email, money transfer to that email address, ken.green@gmscpa.ca. And again, we'll only register the first 10. So if you join and you're not one of the first 10, we'll give you an option to join the next session that we have most likely in January or February, or maybe you get your refund. So that's how we plan to run this program. So For those of you that did not attend our session last month, we still have most of the resources there in this link. And so if you click on this link and request to join the Facebook group, you will have access to all of these resources. And so here you'll find training videos for the trainings that we ran during that training program last month. You also find a business plan template here as well that you can use to start building out your own business plan if that's something you want to do yourself. So, we have these resources here available to you. And so we encourage you to use them and to get your business rolling. So I'm going to open it up for questions. If you have any questions, let me know. We'll be happy to answer your questions.
Just curious about the how people wanted to achieve to get the training, and I think there was one where you were saying you asked if they wanted fellow Black persons to help them, or can you go back to that slide? That was is how they wanted. It was like you had 4 circles. What is a community of peers online? What's that?
So it's going to be a community of other business owners as well. So that is almost the same as the one on the far right. The only difference is one is online, the other one is in person.
Okay.
So this session that we're running is going to be online.
Mm-hmm. Okay, got it. Okay, I didn't see that. I only saw Black professionals. I was just thinking the other one had nothing to do with that. Okay, got it.
If you add the two together, it looks as if people want to be part of a community. And in fact,
That's
maybe people would be more encouraged to do a business plan if they felt that their peers were also doing one.
That's right. And as part of this program, I'm actually going to be building one out as well. So we're all going to be doing it together. So I'm going to be building one out so we just set up the Black Business Network. So right now we have it set up as a not-for-profit organization. And this network, the goal of this network is strictly to support Black business owners. And the way we're going to provide our support is going to be through training, it's going to be through coaching, it's going to be through mentorship. And these are the 3 ways we plan to support Black businesses in the community. And that may mean it may mean holding their hands and helping them build out different aspects of their business, whether it is designing the products, whether it is designing the marketing campaign, anything that it takes to get them across the finish line when it comes to their business. And so that's why we set up that network. And it's a not-for-profit organization. We are going to be applying for financing. So as part of this program, I'm going to be building out that business plan together with others involved in this program. So over a 14-day period, we'll all have our business plan set up.
I think you've got a really good structure, good program. It's very affordable. I guess one of my questions is, there seem to be a variety of different business organizations. There's the Black Business and Professional Association. There's the Black Professional Technology Network. There's a whole variety of people, and I don't know if they're doing the same thing or doing slightly different things, but it would seem to be an advantage if people would choose a core, let's say, business plan provider like you, particularly because you also provide accounting services as part of your core business. How do you deal with the fact that there are a variety of different groups and it makes it difficult for business owners to decide who they go to?
So one of the things we're going to be doing, because we are connected with most of these groups, we are actually going to be working together with them and building out specific programs.
Great.
So yesterday I just had a discussion with Ryan. Ryan runs the...
Ryan O'Neill?
Yes, Ryan O'Neill. He runs the what's it called again?
No, Ryan Knight, isn't it?
Ryan Knight. Ryan Knight.
Knight.
Ryan
Okay.
Knight.
There's another Ryan O'Neill who I just got connected with, who's running this Dream Discovery Network or something like that. So there's lots of people doing stuff. But anyways, what is Ryan Knight doing?
So Ryan Knight runs the Afro-Caribbean Business Network, right?
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he runs that, and so we just had a discussion yesterday about partnership opportunities on how to partner and deliver some certain programs to Black business owners. And so more of this discussion will be happening. I know Celia is connected with the Black Business Network, the Black Business Professional Association.
Yeah.
And so we're also going to be having discussions with them to see if there are programs we can run and deliver together. And most of these organizations, I know they have some capability, but they don't necessarily have the capability in-house to deliver some of these programs.
Oh, I think that's true.
So that's why we are partnering with them to be able to offer them some of those capabilities.
Ryan is of particular interest to the not-for-profit sector because what he does, and he's very, very good at it, is sourcing grants and helping them with grant writing. Well, not so much the grant writing, but mostly sourcing grants. He always has these workshops going and has been very, very successful at it. He's more of and pushes the concept of a social enterprise,
Sure.
right? So that's his niche, and there's a lot of training that he does with respect to that because he does it through workshops, whatever it is that he's doing. So you're right. There are lots of different pieces to the puzzle, and different people service different needs. I think we need to be clearer about what it is that we are offering from the get, even if it's something that can be stated in the name, so that it can help people to decide, as you rightly said, because they hear all the names and they probably all sound alike, right? And it's only unless they're going to sit down and call each one to find out what that one offers as opposed to another one, right? So maybe there is something to be said about not only partnering, but trying to distinguish what you do clearly in your title or something, so that people know exactly what it is that you're about.
Yeah, I think that's a very good point, Celia. You kind of need to differentiate yourself from what other people do. And you need to, I guess, double down on what you're already doing, which is to get other networks to refer you, because you're providing technical services based on professional expertise. Other people aren't necessarily doing that. So to me, what I would be, if I were in your position, I would be talking to the variety of existing networks and asking them if they would essentially be a referral resource for you for people who actually want business planning done. And it would save them too, because essentially they would be able to offer technical support. We wouldn't have to do it in-house, but do it through a partner.
Exactly.
Yeah. This is really good, Ken.
Yeah.
Thanks very much, and good luck with that.
Okay.
All right, thank you.
Thank you, and thanks for joining.
Thanks for
my pleasure. And I'm also interested in the Black Opportunities Fund, and I think you should probably look at that too, because ultimately, if this fund emerges, it's going to need to affiliate with existing Black businesses who can contribute to scaling and development of other businesses.
Exactly.
So you're a good resource for people who are trying to raise capital pools to support Black ventures.
Yes.
All right. So have a good day. Thanks very much for offering this.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Bye.
All right. Bye, everyone.